Hi, my name is Dara, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create a chessboard or a checkerboard out of tiles. So the first thing I want to do is separate these tiles by cutting this. So now I have this. We're going to do the same thing. And I'm going to clean this up here because that will bother me. And also I don't want them too far from one another, so I want them to stick together nicely. So we'll just remove these. White tile, and this is a beige tile, so there are two different colors. Now I have this piece of plywood, and I'm gonna measure it at 15 and we said 3/4.
The plywood I'm using is a birch plywood in 1/4 inch thickness. You can use maple, walnut, any kind of wood or wood plywood, but those are a little more expensive, so this is the budget friendly option. And I'm just cutting it here with my Ryobi jigsaw.
Now I have the size for the checkerboard that
Using a 220 grit sanding block, I'm just sanding this down.
There's a little bit of tear out on the edges here, so I don't want this to be the bottom of the board. I prefer for this side to be the bottom of the board. So it has a really nice grain, so if I decide to stain it or keep it natural, it's still really pretty. So now that it's sanded, using some Omni Grip, this stuff, you gotta work really fast while you're doing it. So I'm just gonna place this on my board.
Before making the grooves, I decided to smooth out the Omni Grip, which is what acts like a thin set. It's just really sticky. It's like a really strong glue for ceramic and porcelain tiles. I just decided to smooth it out and then make the grooves, just so I'm not using a really thick layer of this.
The tile sticks better.
And now I'm just laying down the tile in a checkerboard pattern. And what I love so much about this DIY is that you can create this so custom. You can pick different colors, even different grout colors. And I'm so excited to recreate this. Once you're doing this, just press firmly on the tiles so they stick. I really love adding detail trim. So I bought these dowels from Home Depot, and they're in the trim aisle, and I'm just going to make a border here, but I'm not done because I will be adding some more detail trim, and I'm just using the Omni Grip to attach this. There's no wood glue here. The Omni Grip is super sticky. And then I go back to Home Depot to find this really gorgeous detail trim. The dowels are now glued, so I'm just removing the tape and getting ready to add this beautiful detail trim to the border of this chessboard. So what I want to do here is create a beveled edge so the detail of the trim meets seamlessly at the corners. This has to be the most satisfying part. And now you just add wood glue, and then I'm going to attach all of these just with wood glue, and then I'm going to use painter's tape to ensure the wood glue dries. So I will not be using nails because I don't want to ruin the detail trim. This could possibly dry in a couple of hours, but I let mine dry overnight, and after that it was ready for grouting. For the grout, I decided to go with a sanded grout because it's made for tighter joints. The joints between these tiles are super tiny, so I'm mixing just a little bit of grout at a time with water because the first time I did this, I made the grout way too runny. So add water little by little and just use a grout trowel. Once I was finished grouting, I used a sponge, wet it with some water, and cleaned the excess grout right away. I did this a couple times to remove that grout haze and the excess grout. Once you're done cleaning the grout, you want to remove the tape and just clean this off with a microfiber cloth. I love gifts that don't end up tucked away in a drawer, and I think that this gift is thoughtful, functional, and something that can be enjoyed for years to come. I think this is checkmate, and this DIY is definitely a winning move.